we like to focus and profile some of the great organizations around our First Coast who are helping people. And this morning we are joined by Judith Dembowski and Joy Burton from Port in the Storm. It's a youth shelter in St. Augustine. Ladies, thank you very much for waking up early and joining us this morning. Judith, I'll begin with you. Many people wouldn't necessarily think of St. Augustine as an area of poverty or homelessness, but this is an organization that is truly providing a need to kids who need it.
We are. Our Port in the Storm is a low-barrier homeless shelter for young people who are 18 to 24. Those are the transition-age youth, and the kids we serve haven't necessarily had the tools and skills been given the skills that they need in order to transition smoothly. They come from, they've got some trauma, they've got some non-optimal life experiences, and they need just that extra support to make sure that they don't end up episodically homeless or chronically homeless.
Everybody could use a little help throughout life, and certainly that includes people who are, 18 years old or so. Certainly a need. Joy, going off the idea that everybody needs a little help in life, what are some ways that the community has been able to help Port in the Storm?
Through donations of time, through volunteering, contributing to our clothing closet, our food pantry. Every Wednesday on social media we post our wish list Wednesday, so the community steps in there, and through events, attending and sponsoring and being part of our events.
And we'll talk about a special event in just a second that I know we're very excited to participate in a little bit. Judith, I'll come back to you. A lot of these kids, I'm sure, are at their lowest point in life when they arrive at Port in the Storm. You've been around these youth for a number of years now. What is some of the growth that you've seen from these kids between the time of entering and then exiting?
Oh boy, we serve youth from all backgrounds, right? So we have kids that come in that need to finish their education. Along that vein, we've had kids come to us that are still seniors in high school and they graduate. We have big parties. We've had kids that have graduated high school and they need somewhere to go between the high school and college, and home isn't an option. So we've had kids do that. We've had kids go to Job Corps. We've had kids who come in and continuing education isn't for them. So we work real hard on life skills and self-confidence, and they get employed and they move out on their own. So each youth has their own path, and we work really hard with them to figure out what their goals are and help them get there successfully.
Joy, how has the community maybe rallied around this? Because I gotten the sense over my time here on the First Coast that the First Coast loves to support its own.
Absolutely.
So how has St. Augustine really made Port in the Storm a location that they can be proud of beyond just doing good for kids who need it?
The first several years that Port in the Storm was in existence, it was 100% backed by the community. All the dollars came from the community. So from the capital campaign all the way through every day supplying lunch, through Fuel for Success program, where groups and organizations bring a hot lunch to the shelter every day. It's amazing the giving community that we have.
And Judith, I do want to stress that I know we've spoken off camera about this many times. This is completely confidential for the kids. There's no notification of who they are, where they are, things like that. It is truly safe. When you've spoken with the kids about that, how has that reassurance kind of come across to them, that they know that Port in the Storm truly is their port in a storm?
Our kids own their program. They're respectful of the property. They help take care of the program itself. They sort of monitor one another. If someone's having a bad day and they're kind of popping off, the kids are super respectful of that. If someone's getting a little out of hand, they'll be, take it outside, we don't do that in here, this is our safe place. And they bond with the staff. They know they're safe, they know that people care about them, and they're just so thankful. They're so thankful when you sit down and talk with them.
Well, there is an opportunity for the community to help Port in the Storm in a way that maintains all the good work that you do with the privacy of the kids It is the Swing into Action mini golf tournament for Port in the Storm. It's at Fiesta Falls Miniature Golf on March 6th from 10 to 4. And let's have a little bit of fun in honor of their mini golf tournament. We're going to play mini golf here live on Good Morning Jacksonville. So we're going to take you sort of behind the scenes to how we operate here on First Coast News. We're in the main studio now. We're going to go through our studio over to the virtual set that we have, and then we'll play a little miniature golf. And folks at home may notice the course that we're playing on through the magic of television. And Joy, as we're walking through here, how can people sign up for the miniature golf tournament?
Sure. So stfrancisshelter.org is our website, and there's a image there that they can click on that'll take them to the sign-up page. And we also have our social media. There are links on social media on the events page.
Oh, perfect. And we'll make sure to have all of those links within this story on firstcoastnews.com so people can go sign up and play. So Robert Spetta will lead us off on our putt-putt extravaganza. We're going to start here from what we call the app set. And if, Marshall, we can take a picture of where are we putting to exactly? Oh, there we go. It's the Island Green at Sawgrass. Of course. I will say, everyone here involved, we don't need to hit it all that hard. Ponte Vedra is surprisingly close to First Coast News these days. Okay, so Robert will take it away.
All right. So if you've ever seen any of our weather promos on here, you probably know that my swing is not the best. All right, but it's tracking along the island. Right in the road.
Wow.
Very close to the pin.
Wow.
All right, excellent.
Nice.
And look, we even saw some patrons over on the fairway. They were applauding Robert as well. Judith, would you like to go first or next?
Sure.
I'm curious. So let's say you're somebody and you're kind of in need for help, and you might be nervous about reaching out. What would you tell those people?
Judy.
Oh, almost a little muscle in the drink, but it's spinning back in safely on the island as well. Robert, if you ask Judith the question again.
Oh yeah, of course. So let's say you're in need for some help and you're a little bit nervous about reaching out. What would you tell those people?
I would tell them that the door is only locked from the outside. Once you get in, you can take a look around. You can sit with staff. You can not talk with staff. You can just come in and say, I need to be safe. We're going to get just a little bit of information so we know who you are, and then you can just sit and be safe. Have something to eat, have a shower, wash your clothes, use the phone, and just kind of see what it's all about. There's no commitment. There's no commitment.
It sounds like truly a safe space. Joy, I believe your tee shot is next.
All right, orange is my favorite color.
There we go. We're playing on Sawgrass, and again, their miniature golf tournament. Details online for that one. Looks like an excellent shot, tracking towards the pin.
Bumped you out.
Another safely on the island at the TPC Sawgrass. Again, details of the Port in the Storm miniature golf event will be available on this story on firstcoastnews.com, as well as all the links that Joy talked about.
Social media.
It's social media events with Port in the Storm. March 6th?
March 6th, Monday, March 6th. We have 2 flights, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. 1 p.m. sold out yesterday. So
there we go. Okay,
we have a few spots left at the 10 a.m.
Tickets are going quickly. Right. We'll see if anyone can knock
Hole in one.
this
Here
in.
we go.
Hole in one. Hopefully, let's see. Oh, off the divot. I'm going in the drink for sure.
Water hazard.
It's a water hazard. Oh, splash down. Not even close. Well, clearly I'm not a golfer, but these ladies are, and you can join them for a miniature golf tournament to benefit Port in the Storm. Again, details for that event will be in this story on firstcoastnews.com. Ladies, thank you very much for joining us.